To everyone else, they looked like a father and his daughter. But when night came, they turned into an old husband and a young wife. All because of a car accident. The mother's soul moved into her daughter's body. Both were badly injured and slipped into a coma. When the man rushed to the hospital, his wife was already fading away. In her final breath, the ring on her hand gave off a faint glow. The next second, the daughter slowly opened her eyes and called his name in the voice of his wife. At first, the man thought it was just nonsense from a delirious child. But the next day, the daughter insisted she was his wife. She even revealed secrets only the two of them could know. After leaving the hospital, they agreed to bury the secret. At home, she was a wife. Outside, she was a daughter. They still shared the same bedroom, but every night was filled with awkward silence. The man knew his wife's soul was beside him, but all he could see was his daughter's face. Life on the surface looked normal again. She did chores, he went to work, and they even found moments of tenderness. Alone, the woman was often pierced by memory. She knew her daughter's soul was gone, and she was just borrowing her body to live. Meanwhile, the man buried himself in books about the soul. A girl's soul had once shifted into another body, but 2 years later, it returned to her own. There was no explanation, no science behind it. The man grew more lost. One afternoon, the woman put on her daughter's school uniform. She wanted to return to campus. She even removed her wedding ring to keep up the act. The man said nothing, but inside, he felt a sharp pang of loss. Soon, she blended into school life. Teachers and classmates noticed nothing unusual. She stayed bright, sharp, and ahead of the class. But cracks began to show. At the dinner table, one casual question threw the man into panic. He could never fully accept that his wife lived in his daughter's body. The woman, on the other hand, didn't dwell on it. She was focused on living again, chasing what she once missed. She worked hard, got into medical school, and the night they celebrated, with drinks between them, she leaned in with soft hints. The man froze. No matter how much he longed for her, he couldn't cross that line. In the end, they chose to sleep apart. Their lives split into two paths. She lived surrounded by young classmates, while he was left alone, losing both wife and daughter at once. His jealousy grew when he saw her talking to other boys. One night, he snapped and confronted. The fight left them both wounded. But later that night, she still came back, trying to mend the rift with warmth and intimacy. The man resisted, clinging to his bottom line. The man realized something. If his wife kept suffering in this borrowed life, neither of them would ever be free. So he turned to her, with tears in his eyes, and called her by their daughter's name. "You deserve to live the life you want." She thought if she kept adapting, they could go on forever. She never expected him to let go. Not long after, the daughter's soul began to awaken. The wife's soul started to fade. In their final days together, the daughter was herself by day, the wife returned by night. The three of them